As I seen it, like,
It's creeping up, and
bro,
it's going viral.
I said, this is gonna go very wrong.
People would be saying, how can they support the channel? Chiso by Chiso. I've got tops, got hoodies, I've got the Dragon Ball Z tees, like the Pain and Full Star tees. You lot can support, buy some of the merch. I'll be able to churn out more content. This one I'm just waiting by myself for the moment, and I'll bring out more colours. Please support. Episode featuring Boost, Gable Sion. Yeah, good episode, man. Boost is spitting in this one. Stay tuned, especially you lot that got kids. Make your little ones listen to this one. I'm telling you. Summer Love, we got tickets for the day party still online, and the festival. If you go on my page, you'll see the ad for the new venue. We've got like 2 stages now. We've got free rides now. A lot bigger, a lot better. Stay tuned.
My second tape was me just listening to the, all right, bro, you're shouting too much. So I calmed that down. You know what was there? And getting away from the unnecessary grease talk.
When you say shouting that much, is that part of the PTSD, part of the trauma? Where do you say that?
No, like, I just didn't know I was shouting. You know what was there? Because I got a mad voice, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm kind of learned how to control it and just
turn down the octaves,
smoothing it out a bit more. Like when raw before, I'm just kind of in the booth. You get me? And so yeah, that's gotta be like they're definitely with it. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's one of them ones.
So you say that. So when you're making music, would you say what would you say your core fan base is, and who you making it for? Do you make music for you?
I feel like I make music for people that like relate to like going through some shit, or people that want to understand what going through some shit is like. You know the ones there.
Yeah.
That's me, innit? You know the ones there. Like I've always liked music like that. Like my favorite music has never been, let's say, like Nelly Hot in Here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like even though that's a banger, but I've never said, like in my soul or whatever, I've never said, let me put on that tune there.
I said, hey guys, let's just turn on some Nelly.
Yeah, like you feel me? Like, but
let's get crunted here.
I don't say that shit is not a banger. It's just that's club, that's still good music. But the music that's always got me has always been, even as a youth man, like growing up, like I automatically.
I'm gonna start loading the weight.
I automatically went onto Pat side rather than Biggie. You know what I'm trying to say? Because when I was younger, it just seemed like Biggie. It just seemed more like, like hypnotized. Like you know the ones there, like
so more of a fun rapper.
More of a fun rapper. But then go to our proper started deep and big. I'm like, raw. Towards the end of his career, like, or end of his life, you know what I'm saying? He started to kind of, but obviously if you look at Puff, you know what Puffy was trying. Like my favorite Biggie tune when I was a kid was probably Juicy. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the closest. You know, I like to feel like I know the person, fam. That's it. Like you know what I'm saying?
So when people, so with your fans, would you say that? What do you think they relate to more then? Is it maybe the lifestyle? Is it maybe people who don't know the lifestyle, then they listen to you to try and get what the lifestyle's about?
I think that also just the realness. Like I'm gonna I might like for example, like I remember when Hollow used to rap and he say something like, I'll come out my house upset only 20 quid. Like you know what I was saying? That's real. Like you get me? Like you gotta feel that. That's what because you at the time, even though I was young, but I'm thinking raw. Like if them man's only coming out their house for 20, like we're all going through the same shit. Like you know the ones there. That's just how I always deeped it, fam. You get me? I just like realness, bro. That's how I am, innit? Like, honestly, like, I was just with, you get me? All the glitz and glamour is cool and that, but.
Just want to make a note that this is probably, I think it's probably the first person that's arrived on time. On time. Who else has actually arrived bang on time? That you can think of? Has anybody actually arrived on time?
Nah, you gotta make a habit.
No, Manny comes in on time sometimes.
Well, man's not really a guest though. I'm talking about like a guest. Like I was gonna come late on purpose.
Nah, because I know you was like, but I'm not. You see what I feel about me? What one of my best like
attributes.
Secret web attributes is. Yeah. What people think I'm like, I'm just not like.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because
no. I know this because obviously before I first met you.
Yeah.
Like you said, what people think you're like, then I've been around you and I'm like,
You see what I'm
He's just
saying?
mad chilled and he's just
Weird.
Yeah,
he's mad happy. He's mad happy go lucky.
But that's what
like
I'm saying.
he's
like,
actually fun guy. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
weird because
Yeah.
go on.
No, go on.
Because all I've obviously until I've met you, all I've ever known from you is obviously what I see on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I see obviously the interest in past.
Yeah,
and I see
of
the
course.
present and the future.
Of course.
It's only when I've met you and I'm like, I know it sounds dumb. But I'm like, oh, this brother's actually cool.
Yeah.
Like, you're not saying I expect you to be normal.
No, of course,
But
but I know,
I
no,
think
but
it's
I'm not
stiff
like,
Yeah.
I'm not oblivious. I'm not oblivious to why a man would think that though. But it's like, you see,
thought
man,
you were
bro.
stiff.
You
Pause.
see where it is.
Oh, come on.
Like, you know what it is. You see me. You see
It came
me,
too
bro.
early.
You see me, bro.
It
Yeah,
came
it's
too
like-
early.
Whoa.
That's a
Pause.
That's a really good pause.
Pause.
But yeah, like you see me,
Hella
bro. I
pause.
just don't do the, bro. I can't do the unnecessary badness.
Let me ask you, what is a bad man?
What is a bad man?
What is a bad man? Are you a bad man?
Am I a bad man?
Do you think people think you're a
Nah,
bad
you
man?
see
Are you a
me?
bad man?
No, what people think. No, see in the streets, bro. Yeah, there's so much different ways.
Break
of
it down for us.
Flipping this. Like, some people are just crazy. They're going through. They just don't know how to
Control their emotions.
control
I
their
like you
shit.
mentioned that.
You
Yeah.
know
Some
what I'm
people are not
trying
all
to say?
there.
Yeah.
So some men are just mad. Get me? Then some people, they're just wicked. They're on, like, you know them man there that will just,
Yeah. They're on badness
you know,
for no
they're
reason.
just on bad, like they're
Yeah,
just bad,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like some
yeah.
people just got that
That's in
deep,
their heart.
like, it's
Yeah,
in their
yeah,
heart, bro.
yeah.
Like they'll just kick a cat over, like, or you know what I mean? Like some people just, you know what I mean?
Just
Like,
because
you know,
it's Friday,
like,
you know, we're just walking.
yeah, you know, like when you're growing up, like I'm just talking like from young, like, you just always knew there's certain man from young, they just always had that bad
Dark
energy,
aura,
bro, just
yeah.
dark aura. Fam.
Yeah.
There's just some people like that.
Yeah.
And there's just some people like me, myself, it's not about badness to me, bro. It's just about standing on business, bro. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
that's me. I just keep it real to what it. Anything I do or done or whatever, it's just about it's principle. You feel me? I'm
Okay.
not. I don't do. I've never been. I'm not a troublemaker.
Yeah.
So is
You
it
know
fair
what
to
I'm
say
saying?
that? Is it fair to say that you're just somebody who has defended themselves in a
Basically.
situation?
Yeah.
Like someone tries to violate.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna have that. So
Basically.
I have to retaliate,
And the
and
thing
then I
is-
get in trouble for
And
retaliating.
the thing is, and then the last thing I'll say, it's called being a man as well. And
Yeah.
there's certain things as being a man is like
Standing your ground.
standing your ground, innit? Like, bro, I'm just not going like that. Like, if you want to accept that, that's cool. That's your.
Yeah.
Get me? But the thing with man is, it's just obviously without talking crazy, but it's like there's just somewhere man's willing to go that you better be prepared to go, and that's that, bro. That's that. Other than that, we're gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, back to the original
What
question.
is it? What would you say? Because there is a title of like a bad man or someone who's like what is a bad man, and why is it that we tend to? What is it about a bad man that gives notoriety? So, for instance, before meeting you, the first time I saw you was at my restaurant. Funny enough. And when you came, I'm not going to pretend I was a bit like, whoa there, buddy. I was like, hey.
Yeah.
I said, hey.
I
I looked at Kiji, I was like, hey, buddy, hey.
I gave me this silk shirt.
Yeah, I'm with a lie.
I bet he was wearing a silk shirt that day, innit?
I can't remember.
He was wearing a silk shirt, innit?
I remember.
Was he wearing a silk shirt?
Time,
I
but
can't remember. But
actually, I think it was Luke's birthday.
I can't remember, but I remember I think you come twice. I think it was the first time.
Couple times.
Yeah.
Pause.
Come on.
So when you first came in, I was a bit like, all right,
Yeah.
hi,
The
good
ma-
evening,
the manners
sir.
in there.
Hey, the guys are here. But after talking to you, and I was just like, and it sounds so dumb.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Just normal.
just
innit?
on, but
Yeah.
But that's the way man's members.
But I see you as a bad man though. I know it sounds dumb.
I hear that.
No,
But
don't get excited. No,
No.
but-
I hear that. But
Went into the ordinary, but a bad man.
no, you know what it is, bro. Like, bro, it's hard to explain, fam, bro. It's just like, cause the term bad man to me is a yard thing. You get me? Like, so I get where it comes from. You get me? But there is an element to unnecessary badness, bro, and that's not what I wanna.
The bird.
That's not what I'm on, bro. It's not an unnecessary thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, everything is what it needs to be. But I don't know, man. I guess someone that's just gonna, like I said, stand on business. I guess, like, you know what I'm saying? Because a man could be a bad man in business. He's a bad.
True,
You get me? Like the way he just handles his, meetings or whatever. Because there's so much things. Like I said, a man could. There's being ruthless. Some man is ruthless and just you know what's there.
Yeah.
But to me, I just think it's just standing on business, bro. I can't.
Is there part of being a bad man where it's about the respect which you get from it? Let's say you in the third person that you get from it that makes someone want to be a bad man because they're respected.
Yeah, because
and
people
fair.
know. But then that's what I'm saying. But I wouldn't say it's a bad man. I'd say it's like badness. So people see the respect people get. Well, I wouldn't even say respect because a lot of it's based on fear. People see someone keeping up badness or doing bad things and see how the girls react. Because everything in life
I'll give you an example. Social media.
Yeah.
Something like Twitter.
Yeah.
And I've clocked this. There's a way people might respond to certain people on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I clock they never do that to you.
But you know why though? Because I'm very selective in what I say.
Yeah,
and I know. I know. That's
but at the same time, it's like even when they're trying to draw out people for like certain things, there's a way they dance around how they comment to you.
Yeah. But
and I see it all the time, and I'm just saying.
But that's the whole Peckham lot, to be fair.
Yeah, but you know, but
for some reason,
this is the thing.
Peckham and Clapham are the two ends that people generally, especially Peckham,
because obviously
it's jokes, but I see it all the time.
Especially Peckham.
I clock it on socials all the time. I'm like, rah.
Because man's not really into all the games, bro. I'll just be honest, bro. Man not really into the games, and.
But I think people could sense that, rah. If I say certain things, this is gonna come off social media, and man ain't gonna respond. It's gonna be in real life.
You're gonna have to see man at one stage, innit? So it's like,
And I think a lot of people forget that
now
that everyone's worlds are getting
smaller.
And you know as well, this is what I'm saying. Man been trained and man been raised in a certain way where man's not on the internet. So I think when you do the badness on the internet, that weakens.
Yeah.
Where man don't do none of that, it's like, boy.
Yeah.
You don't know. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, because if you comment and I comment back and we get back and forth and then nothing happens for the next 5 years, in your mind, you're just going to remember nothing happened.
He's not on it. Yeah.
Then other people are going to see it and think,
nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happened. I can test my man now.
So it's better, like, bro, you see on the internet, bro, there's like 3 things I always told myself I don't do. I don't chat about women. I don't do that.
Bingo.
That's my main thing. You see,
Bingo.
women, I don't play with that.
It's dead.
Smart move.
It's dead.
Yeah,
It's
smart
dead.
move. I don't
It's dead.
do that.
It's dead. It shows you clued up.
It's not my.
It's dead.
Get me? Because I know the internet's not real, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what's there, and I clock people in general. That especially on the internet, everyone's coming from a perspective of what they're going through and and you can hear it. I don't know what they call. I think it's called projecting or something or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can hear the basically trauma in someone.
Whatever they say is true to them.
Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So if they say all men is that's due to however much men they've dealt with, whether it's their dad, and there's so much people with similar thing.
So they all group together.
And that's their thing.
Basically group trauma.
So I ain't gonna go against that. That just makes no sense, bro. I don't even know you long enough. You get me?
I can't argue their reality.
I don't I don't talk about, people's preference in who they wanna.
Very smart move as well.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
You get me? And there's another thing, bro. And I don't do
the back and forth
gangster shit, bro. And every thought I say, more time I try and, articulate myself in that's another thing, bro.
Even on there, like if it's me, I tweet for myself.
Yeah.
And I only interact with few people.
Yeah.
Like you, couple others. I stay in the same people.
You feel me?
I don't come out of that. So that even sometimes people at me, I'm just like, do I even want to respond? Unless it's proper friendly, then I'll just be like polite and just.
The craziest thing for me is arguing with strangers.
It's weird.
I don't get.
That's just weird.
You're arguing with someone you don't know.
Don't get me wrong though. You always slip sometimes. Because one of them trolls or somebody that's even real will say something sometimes, and you're just like, bro, like. I didn't like you'll say something like, for example, talk about oranges, and they'll just somehow
tell you about apples,
and how you missed the point, and it's like, bro, That's just not what I was saying.
Yeah,
like,
but
you can't get caught. The best thing is to just
block
not
button.
respond, bro.
Block button game is vicious.
Yeah, that as well. Block,
Yeah.
block, and you know, just not responding, man. That's in life anyway. It's like when you deal with people, soon as people start chatting some shit, like, bro, like remember, man, like I said, man grew up in prison, bro. So it's like you have to remember, prison is a thing. Like, imagine, like, you know, like how the ends is popping, like every other couple of days something will happen. Prison, something can happen. It's like a pot. It's just
bubbling.
Yeah.
It's just bubbling all day, every day.
Yeah.
And it could tip over at any
given
moment.
point.
So you have to have the brain to know. All right.
move.
Even like this, let's say for example, a man like even of your structure, like he could not be a real youth on the road, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's wham. He physically can overpower you.
Yeah.
So and he might be in there talking crazy. You know, no one's there, but you gotta know I can't get into a
altercation.
not an altercation, like a conversation with this guy because it's like he gonna take. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because he might end up taking my stripes because.
I see what you mean.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Because this is his playground. This is his playground.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So but he could be a total.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like, for lack of better words, like, so you just gotta know. You gotta watch how a man talks. Like, all right, I know me and him is gonna get into an altercation. So it's better me and him not brethren because he's a one guy, and the only way I'm gonna be able to take him down is if I now do something crazy
Which is gonna keep you there for longer.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's how I see the internet, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta see it, bro. You gotta see the people on Twitter that's willing to take it there and say something to you that's gonna make you wanna
do something crazy.
Do something crazy or say something crazy.
Bro, it's a waste of
and
time.
then next minute, like, bro, I'll tell you one time, bro, I swear I'll tell you a true story, bro. One time, bro, I'm minding my business, you know. I went to my cousin's wedding, took a little picture, you know, like, took a little picture. I didn't post it on my mate. I posted it on the story on the gram.
Yeah.
I don't usually dress like that. I had a little shirt, trousers, shoes on. I'm just doing my thing.
Man was feeling snazzy.
I was feeling snazzy.
Real snazzy.
Cool. One of the blogs has posted it, and now I've got
bare trolls in the comments.
Trolling me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asked for none of this, so cool. I'm saying, bro, but this time I'm fuming like, because I'm going through it and I'm seeing people that I don't think snazzy. You get what I'm trying to say? So, boom now, I must have just started.
No, I started
screenshot
the names.
Names, faces, bro.
Listen, when I see you, listen, you're always on my mind. I think about this every time.
I've gone to Twitter now, and I'm posting these pictures. Like, I put them all in one. I've got the chat. You get me? Like, to say, like, yo, these people are saying that I'm not snazzy, but I done it in a.
Yeah, are they snazzy? Yeah.
Like, I was like, not are they? I said, these beautiful people.
Yeah.
Said I'm not, but you know what I'm trying to say, isn't it? Like, how dare you? You know what was there, brother? You see in like 5 minutes, bro. Yeah. Like, I just see the quote tweets like creeping in. Yeah. And then my brethren, my young boy, like, his phone was like, bro, please, bro.
Yeah.
I beg you, delete it, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that, man. And as I see it, like,
it's creeping up in it.
Bro,
it's going viral.
I said, this is gonna go very wrong. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter who you are, fam, bro, they will diss you.
Yeah.
Whether,
and you can't get tricked at your position. You're not, that's not you.
Exactly. It's not you. So now, imagine I went viral for just getting slaughtered online.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like they're onto me. They're like, I can't, what someone said. They was like, yo, they was onto you because your outfit was next man. I said, delete. You win. Get me? And, but that moment there, even the feeling, what I was feeling inside when the shots was firing, I was like, this is peak. Like, I can't deny it.
But you know, there people are just waiting for that moment.
That's what I'm
saying. They're waiting for that moment.
That's what I'm saying.
Trying to throw you out.
You know
bro, like,
I mean?
even now, I'm careful on, especially doing YouTube now. It's made me become more reluctant to tweet.
Yeah,
So like
of
even
course.
the other day I was looking, I was like, rah, in the past month, I barely said anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, probably like in a day, I probably like tweet like a couple times. And more time is, I'm throwing on flyers.
Yeah.
I'm atting Gabriel, say, rah, new video out. Or it's always something that's
That's what it is.
work related.
But that's
The-
why that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. That's why you got to tweet things that are in your field that you understand. That you feel me.
Everything else I stay away from.
That, I'm saying. That's
When I
just what
see
it
when I
is.
see all these trending topics or
Yeah.
viral moment or
Stay out of the spaces as well.
I
Just
don't go
listen.
spaces.
If you want to
Bro,
go, in
I
there,
don't
just
even go to listen because you
Nah.
know what it is, yeah. I don't want no one to see, you know, the listening part.
Yeah.
When they follow you, especially
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a lot of people that cause trouble on Twitter, a lot of them follow my page as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like some of them are just waiting.
Facts.
So when they're there creating their spaces and it says listening, all the people they follow come up in their listening part,
of
innit?
course.
I don't even want no one to see that I'm in there listening. So
that's
I just
facts.
literally black myself out of it. That's like even when Clubhouse was going viral. I don't go in groups. I don't listen. So
I was on
you can't
Clubhouse.
draw me out and say that, rah, my man was in the group for 8 hours and listened to Passa.
Yeah.
Bro, I literally just wrap up and go sleep. So like every time there's viral moments, I don't even know what's going on because I've
better that
consciously,
way. It's
yeah, I've
better
consciously
Well, I guess
black
it's better to
myself
stick-
out of it.
I guess it's better to stick to the music, and that's what you're known for. You're known for being
Yeah,
an artist.
that's
So-
basically what I'm on.
yeah.
So if it's not anything to do with music, about
Yeah.
rapping or
The
anything,
more-
I guess getting involved is pointless. But with your music, now, often people see artists and musicians as role models for some reason.
Get your sets,
Yeah.
bro.
They see you guys as role models. I don't know why they do, but anyone that's got a bit of a following or a public figure, they see you as a role model.
Yeah.
Now, do you think it's fair that you're given that mantle as when you're rapping, that people say you shouldn't rap about certain things? Or do you feel that it's a case, this is my reality, and I'm literally spitting my reality in the same way a director might do a documentary, in the same way someone might write a book? Or would you say that rapping is different to writing a book? And that,
Yeah, let me jump in.
Yeah.
you
You
say
know
that-
what? To me,
do
yeah.
you have responsibility?
Yeah, we do. Because the reality is the reality. Like, you know, people are gonna buy into what man's selling, fam. Like, it all sounds good saying it's up to the parents, tear. But me, I can't be a hypocrite, bro.
Because I've got some of your lyrics. I've got some of your.
I can't be a
You
hypocrite.
released something just yesterday called Headstones.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I saw, and it was it's a very nice track. I was bubbling to it. But there was some
I said I was bubbling.
There was some concerning lines.
Yeah, that's
in
real
there,
shit.
and obviously would like to think that you're no longer part of that lifestyle.
Yeah, of course.
So how does one? You know, I'm your probation officer now. You know, I'm
Probation can't tell me nothing, but
gone.
bro, you know what it is, fam.
They're gone. My thing is that at what point now do you say to
Creative
yourself
direction.
that? At what point do you say that it's just music? And at what point do you say there's a duty of care to those who are listening?
that's
Because a
the
lot of
thing,
the
that's
younger
the
lot
thing.
look up to you, whether you like it or not. You walk through Peckham and they're gonna be like,
You know what it is?
"Yo,
You know what it is? It's a gift.
They wanna be you.
It's a gift and a curse, brother. You feel me? Like, music don't control the streets, innit?
Say again, music don't control the streets.
Nah, man. Music don't control.
Music don't control the streets."
Bro, was Al Capone that making music? No. You feel me?
You know what? You make a very valid point there. You know.
Like, this gangster
You know what?
shit-
You make a very valid point.
Like, this gangster shit has been that since the...
Repeat that again. What you just said.
I
Music.
said, music don't control the streets. You get me? It doesn't.
That's actually a.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Al Capone that weren't singing or rapping,
Yeah.
they're just putting in work, fam.
And Sosa and all those
Yeah,
big
man,
cartel
all these
drug
people,
guys.
they
What's
don't-
what's
they
the
don't make
biggest one?
Chapo.
El
You get
Chapo.
me? They don't make music, fam. You know what's there? We're just the scapegoats because, you know, it's easy to say.
And blame
this,
it on,
that.
yeah.
You get me? Like, back in the day, it wasn't even cool to be a rapper, fam. You know what
Okay.
I'm
And
trying
when you
to
say back in there, as in like, give me a time period.
Bro, where you lot from, really and truly? Brixton?
I'm from
Like
Brixton.
14 Eve Croydon.
All right, we're from South.
South,
innit?
Yeah.
Bro, 05. Alright, not even 05. So you are just a touch older than man too. 02, the real late 90s, end of the 90s to 05.
No, it's true.
That shit-
Rapping wasn't the thing.
Rapping
No,
wasn't a
no.
thing.
True. It wasn't in the UK.
You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say? This is just what it is.
Yeah.
You feel me? So life is life, bro.
Them,
But
them,
like I
them,
said,
them grime days.
like I'm saying, no, I'm not even talking forget grind. Like, I'm talking about bro, you can't go here, you can't go there, you can't be in this rave.
Oh, yeah.
Music have nothing to do with
you
it.
know what's jokes? When I say to man, the invisible border.
Yeah.
And
like,
everyone from Brixton and Peckham know where that is, where
know what I'm saying?
the McDonald's is.
Yeah, and
I call them bend the corner.
It gets a bit techy
Like,
down
where
there.
the McDonald's stops,
Yeah.
I just turn around and
You know
go the
what I'm
other way.
saying?
Yeah.
So-
Them lot on the other side, they could get to the McD's
Yeah.
and turn around and go there.
Yeah.
But we
Like,
just
you feel
knew
me?
where the invisible lines
So
was.
when
They
life
couldn't
was
cross the
like
road,
that,
we couldn't cross.
Bro,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like, it's just been what it's been. Like I said, it's a gift and a curse, brother. Like, man, not gonna act like it don't play no part, but
I don't think it's a root
do-
problem.
do you know what-
I think it's part of a problem, but I don't think it's a root problem. I think drill music is completely different to what's going on now. Because drill, I think, is almost, not all of it, some of it is almost taunting and celebrating what's happened.
But I think we're just televising what's
going on.
What's been going on?
anyway.
Yeah.
So
Bro,
basically,
like,
documentary,
bro, like, I don't look at any, like, you see, like, people now, they'll see a mad stabbing on bro, do you see what happened? Bro, all it is, it's just being captured, bro.
Thank you. I've said this before, yeah. You know, like when people say that, raw, it's worse now.
It's not.
I'm like, it's not. It's always been
not.
that bad.
According to the stats, it's not worse.
No, no,
Exactly.
it's not. Yeah,
So
it's
then
no.
there you go. It just
Like
starts saying-
you got to realize, back in the day, we never had
That's
these.
all it is.
That's all it is.
That's all
We
it
never
is.
had
We
these.
didn't
So
document
like
it.
school days,
That's it.
man, them was getting stabbed in school,
Yeah.
and it was normal.
People been airlifted out
Yeah.
of school when I was in
So like, you know, like fast forward now, when people are like, oh yeah, this happened and blah blah blah.
all that's happening is
It
it's just
don't-
a bit more. It's like
televised.
Like the chaos is way more unorganized.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Yeah.
Because
There's no hierarchy.
there's no
Yeah.
more structure. It's younger involved. Not even just, bro.
Like back in the day, you had name brands. That's what it was. So
it. And you used to know man
yeah,
by
you
word
knew,
of mouth
but
and you've
yeah.
never seen man.
You bingo.
That's it,
You would have
bro.
never seen a man, but the name would be
That's it.
ringing. Now there's no order. Anyone could be a bad man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Anyone could be tooled up. There's
The music into it, it's just like, bro. It's just easy. I think it's just a cop out, fam.
So for you, you say obviously that in your raps and your lyrics, it's basically just documenting your life or documenting experiences or basically telling someone if you try and test it.
No.
Because I'm just trying to think,
No.
because I heard your new, I went to do some, I
hear you.
It just came out yesterday and I was intrigued.
What else I heard that, bro?
Because, as I said,
a lot of that.
it's your set, you know.
Sorry.
Because the
A
problem is
lot,
that
of that, a lot of that is just a lot of my raps is reflection, isn't it? See me, I just
because you
depending
seem
on how
nothing
the-
like your music,
Yeah, exactly. So
and that's what it's weird.
depending on how I'm feeling or how the beat makes me feel, it will just take me
it
to
will
a
take you
time,
to a place where
place in my life.
yeah.
So
Okay.
if the beat's fiery and it's giving me that, then I'll just tap into that.
Yeah.
That part of time. You know the ones there. But other than that, it's just like I said, it's a gift and a curse. But you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. You get me?
How long does it take you to write bars?
Not long at all, to be honest.
Yeah. So just second nature to you now.
Yeah.
That's sick. You know what's crazy? Like how you mentioned how back in the day, especially like when you've got like Brixton and Nam, it's mad how fast forward now. Most men from those two ends are all friends.
Do you know why though?
Everyone's all friends.
Do you know why? Because, like I'm saying, there you go. What was really going on? It wasn't really
It
going
wasn't.
on.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It
It
was
wasn't
just-
really real.
It just seemed real.
It just.
because-
No,
Okay,
no,
things-
no,
I'm
no,
telling you,
no,
I'm
no,
telling you,
Gabriel. You know what it
so
is?
nothing happened. So
No,
I'm not
Gabriel,
saying things
Gabriel.
didn't happen.
Things didn't
No,
happen,
Gabriel,
though.
you know what it is?
I know for 100%.
No.
Like,
But a lot of
things
times
happen between
no,
Brixton
but-
and Peckham.
No,
No.
but a lot of times it will be like a few man.
Exactly.
And all of us lot inherited a few man's beef.
Like,
Okay.
and you're just
That's all it was.
Like, bro, like man
sorry,
used to
give me
feel
a
like man used to feel
Yeah.
like things was going on, and things weren't really going on.
These times, them days, I was still hanging with men from Nam, but it just won't be. You would never see me link them daylight or link them when they're with bare people. So I'll go to a man's house in a cab and chill.
Bro,
but you
I-
never
I-
see
I-
me.
I- I
you would
spoke-
never see me walk in Nam. You know,
I spoke
like,
to certain man from them time there.
Yeah.
Like, those was man's people. Like,
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say? It's like I used to like for man it was a
Yeah.
bit different because it was just personal. You know
Yeah.
what I was there? Like
Yeah.
whatever. But like it's put it this way, not many have dead, bro, over
Yeah.
that situation there, bro. Let's
Okay.
just keep it like
Yeah.
that, bro. Don't get me wrong, it's always gonna bump into each other, raves, carnival, and and naturally like,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But it's not like, yo, it's been on and popping. for 10, or it wouldn't be how it is now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But age shows, man, it's a waste of time. Because everyone is too.
But why do we learn so late? That's my problem.
Because now everyone realizes everyone is too interconnected.
But why do we learn so late? That's my problem.
He could have been beefing someone, and next minute that person's this man's cousin. But me and him are cool.
Remember, tragedies are happening on both sides internally, innit? You know what I'm saying? Wherever we're from. So, you know, you're bumping into a man in jail. It's like, how long are we gonna keep fighting in jail for? Or is it like you might one man might be cool with your brother? Like for example, let's say us two are mad tight. He's from Bricky or whatever. You're in the jail. You lot have already settled the like bro. Like we're on the wings. That man come.
It's long.
It's long.
Man's like it's like you're like bro. Like to be honest, we're here for a while. It's kind of you feel me? Don't get me wrong. There's certain situations with certain people. Certain individuals, it's never gonna get. But that's because things have happened, bro. You get me? It's hard to look past certain things. But 9 times out of 10, just go in jail and just growing up and not seeing man in 10 years. It's like, bro, how long can you hold a grudge to someone that technically hasn't done nothing to you?
Yeah.
So how much of it is egos in regards to beef?
You see egos and that. I think that comes in later, fam. You know what I'm saying? I think it's adolescence that was into the play. You just don't know better, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, for anyone out there now, or even man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to talk about man, cause it's a bit crazy, but let me just give you an example. Like, bro, remember certain times you might spin around a place, and anyone that just looks the part,
it's gonna get it.
Is gonna get it.
That's
not nothing to do with ego, fam. That's just due to
stupidness.
That's what I was saying back to earlier. Like, that don't make you a bad man. That just makes you like
crazy.
You're actually crazy. It's actually crazy what you're doing. You understand me? So it's only when it gets later and you start to know better. That's when ego comes into play, when you know better. Because now it's like you're choosing to not. You know?
But you know the crazy thing about them moments, like especially like a school I went to Tennyson's, and a few men who were not on badness, moments like what you just said, turned them into they became the baddest youths in school. So they've gone from being real cool, humble guys, then something's happened, people are making jokes about it, they feel like people are looking down on them or people are laughing at them, then they've turned into the super villain. You get me? So now they're on badness all the time.